Hello, it's me, Lisa Concepcion, Lisa the Love Coach. If you find me on Instagram, I'm Lisa the Love Coach, TikTok, Lisa the Love Coach. You can Google me, Lisa the Love Coach. You can find me on my website, LoveQuest Coaching, which is the company that I have. And I basically offer one-on-one coaching to type A professionals, people who have their shit together when it comes to their professional life, but for whatever reason, they can't get it together when it comes to dating and relationships. And so I help them. So today I'm going to be talking about anxious attachment, needy, clingy, anxious, smothering energy that basically repels people. So if you are someone who identifies as anxiously attached, we're going to get into that and some other stuff too. We're going to talk about some stuff. And if it's basically a question that you have, because this is a Facebook Live, I am putting it on YouTube. And for the YouTubers, if you click the link in my bio, there's going to be some fun things that you can do, such as a free love life assessment. And then you could also do the love block quiz. There's going to be 2 links for those free things that you can do. One is a love block quiz, which helps you determine what is blocking you from the love that you want. And then you can finally get the tools to remove that love block. And then the other thing is just more of a one-on-one assessment. So you can take your pick of what you want to share and get the help that you need. So that is all over at lovequestcoaching.com. You can find a bunch of goodies over there. So let's dig into this whole anxious attachment thing. I used to be massively codependent, super attached, but then I would like vacillate. I would be like, why did you call me? Are you calling me? Are we going to hang out? Like that needy, like I want to know what I'm doing. I want to know if we're hanging out kind of vibe, right? And I also would push it, right? Like I wanted the answer. I didn't just take a hint and then go make plans for myself and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear from you all week, so I went ahead and made plans. Like that's what a self-loving, non-anxiously attached person would do. I never did those things, right? I didn't do those things until later. So where you want to be, the sweet spot, is to vibe in a way that is self-loving, where you put yourself first, where your happiness and your peace is not compromised for anybody. So if you are seeing someone and they are ambivalent and you don't know where they're going for the future, do they see a future with you in it? Are they clear about what they want for themselves and with you? If you're with these people and they're ambivalent, right? No clarity. That means that you're going to probably be a little like living in a space of always trying to figure them out. You're going to be putting a lot of energy on them, trying to climb into their head. What are they thinking? Maybe if this, maybe if that. You're going to be living your life in a lot of maybes. And I'm here to tell you that the best way to combat anxious attachment is to step into a place of self-love by demanding, like full on, demand this of yourself, clarity. Make it like clarity is the number one thing. If you don't have it with a person, you need to move on from that person, or you need to just, come to them and say, listen, I'm a little unclear about these things. And advocate for yourself and express yourself and be like, listen, I'm not clear about this. I'm confused and I just want to talk it through so that we have clarity. I have clarity. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the problem is people who are anxiously attached, and that's their attachment style, they are smothering and they're constantly like trying to have validation, because they're unable to just exist and self-validate. They don't know enough of how great they are. Like they might know, but they don't believe it. They don't like truly believe it. And they're looking outside themselves externally to have that validation. So when they don't have it all the time, they freak out. They feel like they're, you know, floating around like a feather. So anxious attachment is definitely a thing that I see coming up a lot in my coaching practice. It's part of the whole codependency umbrella, right? If you're codependent, odds are you're going to have anxious attachment. And what other characteristics are of anxious attachment? I don't know if anybody watching this struggled with anxious attachment, still struggles with it, but you could feel it like in your body. Like I remember back in the day, I'm talking like in my 20s, where like I would feel this almost like nervousness in the pit of my stomach if like the weekend was coming and whoever I was with didn't call me to make plans. And I shifted that through this type of work and, you know, just working on myself, working on understanding where my worthiness comes from, not people, but my creator, and aligning myself to that. And as I got deeper and deeper into my faith and deeper into really knowing, like, you know, you can't rely on people for your worthiness because they die, they move, they choose other people. Like even your parents, right? That they love you so much, right? They're going to die one day. So if your worthiness is connected to what your parents think of you and they decide to, like, you know, move to a retirement neighborhood or whatever, and they're no longer like with you every day, that's going to be a massive, massive break in your psyche. You're going to be like, who am I if not for the validation of my mom, my dad, whatever. And people go through this with romantic relationships, right? They start to get so enmeshed with their person that they lose their own identity. They lose who they are. They acquiesce to the other person so much so that they lose their own self-identity. They're like, who am I if I'm not with this person? I don't even know who I am and what I think. We like share a brain. So it's super, super important to maintain some level of autonomy, have friends, have a good network of people that you just like to do stuff with that's separate from the person that you're with. And you can tell a lot about the health of your relationship based on what you are like when it comes to hanging out with other people. So some people are on like one side of the pendulum where they are, you know, going on separate vacations and pretty much living siloed but together, and it's like a free-for-all, and there aren't really clear standards for what the couple represents, right? So that's one thing. And there could be some anxious attachment to that where you don't know where you stand ever, and you're just kind of like operating from this flighty place, right? The other side is very rigid. It's very almost, you know, toxic in a sense where someone is imposing their wants, desires, beliefs about what they think the relationship should be, and you're not really fully in agreement, but you're more like acquiescent because you're afraid of the fallout. So I'll give you an example. It's like the couples where one of the people in the relationship used to have like friends and hobbies and things that they like to do, and then they get with this person and this person's a little more introverted and they don't want their person out and doing these things that they used to do. So the healthy middle is things that you like to do together, a clear negotiated upon or agreed upon standard for your relationship, and getting clear on where you both stand together as a couple on certain key things. Going out with friends, sleeping over friends' houses, vacations away, vacations together, like these key things that you have the opportunity to come together as a couple to negotiate on. So, you know, anxious attachment also can reveal itself from within a couple. Doesn't mean that, you know, not only like single people who are dating are not the only people who have anxious attachment. You can be in a relationship for years and years and years, wedding rings, the whole thing, and be like, I'm still feeling anxiously attached. Like this person could leave me at any point, or they could, you know, die at any point or whatever. There's like an abandonment issue there. So that is definitely something to look at. I am well-versed in helping people with anxious attachment and codependency. Like I said, I was formerly codependent. I was very much acquiescent to the different people around me growing up, and I didn't really advocate for myself. I didn't really, you know, express what I truly felt about things. I didn't think it mattered. And I was kind of, you know, go along with the flow. And if I was good, then I got love. And what did good mean? It meant shutting up, being quiet, kind of going off and doing your own thing, and being, you know, of that generation where, you know, children are better seen than heard. So your achievements mattered. If you did good in school, you'd get love for that. So there was like this exchange, love, or a message that love is earned. Love is conditional. If you do this and behave this way, you get love. So what trips people up is that they're entrained away from their faith, away from their connection to something higher, their creator, where true unconditional love comes from, eternally, divinely. And when people lose that because they are not being taught to be in their faith, they're taught away from their faith and to believe in parents and institutions that are fickle, and they are evolving always, or falling apart, building up. You know, these are people manipulating people. So this is where we lose our discernment. This is where we lose our ability to really know intuitively right from wrong. Is this person shady? Are they trying to get over on me? And we see a lot of this playing out in the world right now. So it is very important that we all empower people as much as possible to tap into their faith and tap into what they truly believe is going on as per their gut. Not what's on the TV, not what's being talked about, you know, out there, but what's going on in here. When you see something, how does it hit you? So that's what discernment is all about. It's like, that doesn't seem right. This doesn't make sense to me. It's very commonsensical. It's like, so, you know, anxious attachment is when it happens when you are lacking that connection to your faith, when you're lacking that knowingness that you are worthy no matter what. So I'm very excited to say that I received some chocolates today, delicious, along with beautiful bouquet of flowers. It's very nice. What are the flowers for, Lise? What are the chocolate and flowers for, Lise? Well, my friends, I met someone 2 months ago. This is the acknowledgement of the 2-month mark since we met. It's very, very classy, very nice, very thoughtful, very romantic. And so that is what that is about. And so the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because when you are not anxiously attached and you know where your value comes from, you attract people who appreciate you and send you flowers and chocolates. Delicious. I'm trying to think which one I should have. I don't know. You guys want to pick the chocolate I'm going to eat? I'm definitely eating one. I don't know which one I should do. I think I'm going to do this one. This one looks like it's got salt on it and some like nuts in there. See? I'm going to eat the chocolate. I'm going to eat the chocolate. See? Oh my God. So good. Peanuts. Chocolate. Salt. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I am in love. Delicious. So, Here's the thing. The more needy you are, the less attractive you are. Less needy, more attractive. Now, I'm not saying to like be aloof and play games. I'm not saying that. I'm saying self-fulfillment. Fulfill yourself. Like if you can't, it's okay to miss the person that you're with. You can miss them. You like hanging out with them. You know, you miss them. You want to be with them a lot. That's different. That's nice. It's nice to miss people. But when you're like physically anxious because you're not with them and your mind is spinning into disaster thinking, catastrophic thinking. Oh my God, he didn't call me. He must be cheating. Oh my God, she didn't call me. She must be cheating. Like if you default to that catastrophic thinking, that's a problem. It's going to put you into anxiety. It's rooted in fear. You know, instead of saying, wow, I haven't heard from this person all day. That's not like them. I'm going to quick send them a text and be like, hey, have you been all day? I haven't heard from you. Are you okay? Right? Something like that. None of this accusatory, you didn't text me today. What the hell's going on? No, none of that. Concern. Come at it from a place of concern. Hey, you've been busy today. What you up to? Oh, yeah, I haven't texted you all day. Sorry, I had back-to-back phone calls. Oh, my God, my day was crazy. If I was, you know, one Zoom after the next. Okay, fine. But if your normally default is, oh, my God, I haven't heard from you know, this person for hours and hours, they have to be cheating. They're probably back with their ex. I mean, the things that I hear, craziness. But that's what happens when you're anxiously attached. You go into catastrophic thinking. And it's not good for you at all. It has you in a perpetual state of fight or flight. It's bad. Adrenal glands, hormones, no good. So you want to handle that. It's really not good for you. Like you'll end up run down. You'll feel sick all the time, especially now with the way things are, right? You can't be stressed out. Cannot. So you need to have your game face on. You need to be healthy. You need to be like aware of what's going on in the world. And if you have cloudy brain because some dude or some chick is like getting you all wadded up in your brain because you're all anxiously attached to them, thinking of like, what did they mean by this? That's the other thing. Anxious attached people analyze, overanalyze everything that their person says. Like they would get like a thing of flowers like this, right? And instead of being like, yay, I got flowers, how pretty, I'm gonna put them on my center island, this is gonna be so nice. Whatever. They're like, what's the card? Let's read the card. Let's read the card. Oh, I'm looking forward to everything that we're planning together. What do you think that means? And then they have to like call their friends and be like, so I got flowers and there was a card and I have to read this to you because what do you think this means? And then it's the peanut gallery. We think it means this. And the other peanut, what do you think it means that? Stop that madness. Don't do that. Just be like, okay, I'm looking forward to everything that we're planning together. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Love that. Nice. Me too. So much fun. So much fun. Falling in love is so fun, right? Like that's it. You're in the beginnings of a relationship. There's no need to be anxiously attached. But again, it goes back to the whole spirit thing, God thing. Because when you know you're rolling with the G-O-D, honey, you know the truth is going to find you. If this mofo is cheating on you, you're going to know about it. Truth will find you if you're rolling with God. It's just the way it goes. Period. And it might take a few months. It might take, you know, it might take some time. But when you're ready for that truth to be shown to you, it will be shown to you. So the truth could be, this guy is loyal, he's awesome, you end up married, whatever, live happily ever after. Or he's a complete and total disaster and you're going to find out about it. So have faith while you're in it. Do the right thing. You know, don't be a fool. Keep your eye looking at, you know, actions and words. Are they aligned? Is there consistency? Is there, you know, great treatment? Are they attentive? Are they doing the things that they say they're going to do? Are they, is there shadiness? Like, you could tell shadiness if you have discernment. Another benefit of being connected to the God, discernment. You can tell bullshit, and you can decipher bullshit like that. So no anxious attachment really when you are connected to faith. You're like, however way this is going to roll, I'm cool no matter what, right? So I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to do my part of being, happy and healthy in this relationship. I'm going to advocate for myself, but I'm also going to give you space to the person to be you and do you and be like natural and authentic and yummy, just whatever. And the other part is between you and God, honey. That's it. It's your intimate relationship with your creator that keeps you always guided, safe, divinely loved, eternally loved, this lifetime and beyond. Fear nothing. Fear nothing, right? There's no need to be afraid. If you're anxious, that means you're afraid. So anxious attachment goes out the window when you step into your faith. So I hope that this helped you. I do a really fun one-on-one session for people with anxious attachment who want to rid themselves of that icky, overbearing, go on a date, he doesn't text you the next day, you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, all this like weirdness, this weird communication, all wadded up in anxious attachment. If you want to get rid of that, I help you to do that. So if you're seeing this video and you're like, I want me some of that, I want to roll with this girl. This girl is a woman of faith. I want to light that up in my life, right? If you're feeling it, head on over to LoveQuestCoaching.com. There you will find an assessment you can do. You can do my quiz about what's your love block, or you can just hit me with an email straight from there. Hit the contact button and bam, you and I will be connected. Thank you so much. I hope this helped you, and thank you for your time and for watching this video and commenting below. If you're watching me on YouTube, hit the subscribe, hit the ding ding notification bell so that when I throw this party, you are first to know about it. Much love to you. Talk to you soon. Bye.